Okay, I just want to give you a quick way for how you can shut down the majority of the Bible thumpers that you will encounter. Basically, I would have you look up, you can do this on your phone, just look up 1 Timothy chapter 2. We're going to read verse 9. You can do this with other people, read it with them up to the end. And the point will be to communicate very strongly that the majority of people who claim to be following the Bible are not at all following it. I don't pretend to believe that it dropped out of heaven and it's some kind of a rule book that everybody needs to follow. There are some good things in there, some things that that a lot of us would agree on, but we don't have to just take everything that it says and follow it. Okay, so I would just read 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, and this is in the New Testament, so they can't say, oh, that's part of the Old Testament and it doesn't count anymore. So basically, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, we'll read to the end of the chapter. I also want the women to dress modestly with decency and propriety, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds appropriate for women who profess to worship God. A woman should learn in quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet, for Adam was formed first, then Eve. And Adam was not the one who was deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. But women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with propriety. So the two main issues which are brought up in this passage is that women should not dress in expensive clothes, they should not wear gold, they should not wear jewelry, they should learn in quietness, that a woman should not have authority over a man, a woman should not teach a man. And the reason why the scriptures, the Bible gives for this is because Adam was formed first, and because it was the woman who was deceived, not the man. So they can try to avoid this, like saying, well, this is instructions just for inside the church, and that's fine, as long as we keep all the other instructions inside the church. And don't try to bring them into schools, don't try to bring them into universities, don't try to bring them into politics. If you want to believe that this instruction, which seems to, from the text itself, imply that he meant it for other places. But if you want to think it only applies to the church, I'm all for that. But keep that consistent. Keep all of those teachings inside the church. So most people don't follow this. If they did, they would not support Trump or the Republicans, because they would not have people like Marjorie Taylor Greene in public trying to teach or instruct other people about what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. They wouldn't be supporting people like Candace Owens. All of them inside this worldview should be just simply remaining quiet when it comes to interactions with men. The men are supposed to be the teachers, because it was women, the women were the ones the woman who was the one who was deceived by the serpent in the Garden of Eden. In other words, the point of this is that the majority of people in the church only pay attention to the passages that they like when it's convenient for them. There's an amount of things that I think is valuable in the Bible, but I don't try to pretend that everyone should be listening to everything inside the Bible. We can look at some of the things that are good in it, accept it as good. We can look at other things which we can say don't make sense, don't apply to the modern world, or that are actually, we would say, are unethical. And we can dismiss all of those. But nobody can try to claim, well, they can try. Nobody should claim that this is some kind of a book that dropped out of heaven that everybody just has to follow and obey. Now, there are some churches who actually follow this teaching and obey this teaching, Obviously, this line of arguments won't be valuable with them. For them, I'd be dealing with things like other Bible contradictions and other issues that are inside the Bible. But for 90% of people, this is an easy way to shut them down in, a few minutes. Anyways, I hope you get some benefit out of that and have a great day.